Mansfield Senior looks to get back on track in their final game before the tournament draw against a struggling Ashland squad in an OCC clash here at Pete Henry Gymnasium. I'm Brian Skronsky with Travis Berardi. We're going to be on the call live and free. Girls High School Hoops will be broadcasting to you free of paywalls coming up right after this.
Here we go now.
Here we go now. Here we go now.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. Whitaker Myers Group has been a local trusted advisor since 1869, serving families in Ashland, Richland, and Wayne counties. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. With offices in Ashland, Mansfield, Worcester, Columbus, and South Carolina, we have advisors that are ready to help you begin your journey to financial success. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year. But I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Lady Tigers vs. Arrows about to go down here inside of Pete Henry Gymnasium as our live and free coverage of girls high school hoops tips off right here and now. Good afternoon, folks, and welcome. My name is Brian Skronsky. Got Travis Berardi alongside me. And when you look at this matchup, Travis, Ashland, super young. Tigers coming off of a tough loss to their cross-city rival. So, you know, could be some nerves at stake for the Lady Tigers. And for Ashland, they're so young. Maybe they just don't even know coming in a hostile environment. They've been in games, just haven't been able to get very many wins.
Yeah, and the last time these two teams met, you saw it live and free on the OH Report. Ashland turned the ball over a lot, and that led to a Mansfield Senior Lady Tiger blowout. But the Lady Tigers gave up 7 points in the final 56 seconds to drop that cross-city rivalry to Madison 2 nights ago, 41-40.
Take a little bit deeper look over at the Ashland squad. As mentioned, they got some sophomores, a lot of freshmen are getting into the mix. Their team spotlight will showcase that they got a lot of turnovers just about every single game. The senior class, they've got 3 of them, have not been able to taste a lot of success, Travis. Just 12 wins over their 4 seasons.
Yeah, but they're starting to turn things around thanks to head coach Renee Stimpert. She knows how to win. As you know, national championship at Ashland University, taking some of that what she learned from the coaches at AU and trying to instill it into these Lady Arrows. They're young, but they're starting to turn it around.
Let's hear from Renee. Had a chance to talk to her just a couple minutes ago. Now in her 2nd season of running the Arrows program, got Renee Stimpert with me, and you got a young team. Obviously, you've gone through some sickness, some injuries. Describe some of the challenges and the battles that you've gone through to get to this point in the season, and what were some bright spots too?
We are young. You see it, a lot of freshmen, sophomores on the floor, and COVID has hit every team. It's hit us, and that's been a struggle. Overall, I think just keep fighting through the difficult times and come together is important. The bright spots, we see our young kids grow and learn over the course of the year, and they're really starting to step up. So I think after this 2nd year, going into my 3rd year coaching, I'll start to see that change that I want to see.
Got to be exciting looking towards the future with all these young, talented girls that you have out here. Today, for this game, what are some of the challenges that Mansfield Senior is going to bring to the table that you got to be prepared for?
Got to take care of the ball, and that killed us that first game. And then defensively, stopping number 11, number 23, stepping up and taking it personal.
All right, well, good luck to you, Renee. Look forward to watching your girls perform today.
Thank you so much.
So there's Coach Stimpert now in her 2nd season. You mentioned she's a winner. See if the team can start taking a page out of her book. The leading scorer in the history of Ashland County, too, for girls, over 2,300 points. All right, let's take a look at the Tigers now. Javar Hudgens in his 3rd season with the program. They have developed into a team that a lot of schools around here just don't want to face, Travis. They got excellent play on the perimeter, a couple of studs in the middle, too.
Yeah, another double-digit win season. They took a tough loss against Madison 2 nights ago, but this could be a top 4 team in the district draw, and another team that, hey, this could be 2 years in a row that they win a sectional championship. I know that that's what's on the front of Javar Hudgens' mind. Here's what he had to say about today's contest. Coach Hudgens joining me now in the grind of the season. It can be long. I know right after Christmas, it took a while for you girls to get back on the floor since they've been able to get a little bit more continuity, playing some games now. What are you seeing from them? What do you like here in the 2nd half?
I like their energy and effort. I like the way they're playing. I think they understand that it's going to take play at a high level to compete and win tournament games. It's coming close to the tournament, and I think we're almost where we need to be to compete to get to a district championship.
Where do you feel like you've had a couple of shortcomings that you feel like you're working on in practice and you're trying to take a couple more steps to ensure that gets better?
Well, as far as executing our offenses, we've been getting out-rebounded a lot. We're small, so we went away from boxing out. We got to get back to boxing out and hitting our free throw. We're making more free throws, but now it's the defensive part, the communication part, the boxing out part, and executing offensively.
We've been promising the fans that we was going to get some type of a hip-hop rhyme from you sometime, Var. I thought today was going to be the day. Well, when can we expect you to unleash the rap battle?
It's coming soon. It's coming soon. I just wanted to be superb. I just wanted to be, great. I don't want to give you a mediocre rhyme. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that. Well, the merch today is superb. Appreciate you wearing the brand new OH Report gear, so you'll be able to pick it up online real soon. Thank you, Coach. So we are all set now for action here inside of Pete Henry Gym. OCC rivals about to throw down here in league action. And girl that we're really excited to watch play today, Kirsten Bradley, the sophomore, starting to come into her own. Caught up with her just a couple of minutes ago during her pregame shoot-around.
Stud sophomore for the Tigers, Kirsten Bradley, joining me now during your pregame warm-up, and not a lot of school this week. Tell me about what it's like getting together with the girls and how nice it is to actually be in the gym and getting in some work here.
It feels good. We was able to work on some things this week that we did wrong at our previous games, and I think we're ready for this game today.
It's obviously felt like it's been a long season, at least from the beginning to where you guys are now. Tell me about the maturation process and what you've liked from your team collectively.
At the beginning of the season, we gave up a few games that we wasn't supposed to give up. So we just had to get in the gym, get in shape. We couldn't play a full game, so when we worked for what we wanted, we're good now. Like, we starting to get it a little bit. We still got stuff we need to work on, but it'll come eventually.
As an individual, what type of evolution do you feel like your game has underwent from the start of your sophomore season to now? Where have you gone with your game?
More confidence. Like, sometimes I be off, but I don't ever stop shooting. It's just about confidence and just keeping yourself up. Never let yourself down.
You always got the green light. I know with Coach Hudgens always encouraging you to shoot. What's going to be the difference in today's game, though? How do you get the dub over Ashland?
Defensive. We just keep up the defensive pressure and always make sure to do that one extra pass. There's always somebody extra open. Never be selfish with the ball. Just pass it over to your teammate.
Sharing is caring. Kirsten Bradley, sophomore guard, thanks for joining me.
So Kirsten certainly has been leading the way for Mansfield Senior, the top scorer on the team this year for the TY Tigers. As just a sophomore, has really blossomed and developed into a star player that I feel like they can count on a game-in and game-out basis. Over 12 points per contest, almost 13. Travis, third on the team in rebounding, second in assists, and then just third on the team in steals per game as well. So she really gets it done. Stat stuffer all over the floor.
And when you group her up with Manetta Hillary, a player that put up 18 points in the first half against Madison last night, or 2 nights ago, finished with 20. But you get those two together, they could be a force to reckon with in the next couple of years for the Lady Tigers.
Starting lineups being announced here for the Ashland Lady Arrows. Such a young group. As we alluded to for Coach Stimpert's bunch, here's who's going to be on the floor here tonight. Starting out for Ashland, Makari Chapman, next to Lily Poole, Clara Paramore, Alex Huckleberry, and Lauren Green round out the starting 5 tonight for the Lady Arrows.
And 2 of those starters, Chapman, a freshman, leading the team, 11.6 points per game. Lily Poole, second on the team, only a sophomore, 7.4. So there's that youth as well for the Lady Arrows.
And over on the other side, there is Kirsten getting her name announced. Of course, she's going to be starting in the backcourt next to Monetta Hillary and Kaya Wentz. In the middle, Julia Wyndham, really versatile threat. They didn't have a season ago due to injury. Starting to pick up her game. And Amani Mitchell, the transfer from St. Peter's, one of the few seniors on the club here for the Tigers.
And welcome back Kaya Wentz. She missed the last few games, was not there. Well, she was there but unable to play against Madison. Could have used her in that game, but she is finally back and ready for that stretch run.
Let's quickly take a look at the keys to the game. Let's begin with the Ashland Lady Arrows. What do you think decides this one for them, Trav? How do they get it done? Actually, we'll kick things off with the Tigers.
Turn up the tempo. Force those turnovers. That's something they did against Ashland right after Christmas, and it helped them get the blowout victory and also get to the rack, rebounding. 1 and done for Ashland. Get out in that fast transition, get the points.
Couldn't agree more. They got to speed up this Ashland team and force these youngsters into some mistakes that they have been prone to making all season long. And for Ashland, got to take care of that basketball, protect your possessions, make them valuable, and then force some deep shots from Mansfield. They do have some good three-point shooters, but they're streaky three-point shooters, Travis. So if they can keep them out on the perimeter, force them to shoot from downtown, I think they'll like their chances here tonight.
Little matinee basketball to start your Saturday off.
Yeah, this afternoon, I should say. So we are underway. It's going to be Ashland with the rock first. Working it around the perimeter.
Nearly gets the steal there. Lady Tigers in there, patent man-to-man offense, defense.
They will switch it up when they go in the full court as the Arrows turn it over on their opening possession. Wentz hesitation move, the floater. Off target, nobody blocking out Mitchell, but she couldn't make the bunny inside. Tough shot on the run there by Chapman. So they'll reset. Huckleberry now tried to force the pass, so 2 turnovers already for the Arrows, and that's going to be problematic if they don't slow that down as Bradley uncorks one from way downtown, and it's over the top.
She's about 3 inches from hitting a 35-foot three-pointer to start things off, but despite the 2 turnovers on their first 2 possessions, Ashland able to get 2 stops.
Arrows break the pressure. 3-pointer launch a little bit short there from Chapman, but the offensive rebound. And nearly a putback, but it does not lead to points. Ball belonged to Mansfield Senior.
And a lapse in defense there by the Lady Tigers. Missed 1 box out, turned into an offensive rebound, but thankfully for them, didn't turn into points.
Full court pressure here being applied by the Arrows. Tigers are a team that are not going to be intimidated by it. Just too many quality ball handlers as that funnels out and into the hands of Audie McBride.
I like Wentz going right at it early on here after missing a few games. Just keep shooting. Once it goes into the hoop, you'll get that confidence. Another turnover for Ashland.
Last touch by McBride. No score here, almost 2 minutes into the opening quarter. Good looks on both ends for each squad.
And this the last eligible game to put into your tournament draw rankings before tonight.
Gonna get yet another turnover. That one off of the hands of Hillary.
And this is an important game for Mansfield Senior and Coach Javar Hudgens. If they can get another Division I victory on that resume before tonight's draw, it could help them possibly get that top 4 seed.
Here's Wentz coming away with the theft, pushing it coast to coast. There are your first 2 points of the afternoon.
4 turnovers in the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds by the Lady Arrows.
Chef Boyardee would not put that down as a recipe for success. Got a foul on the floor. Take a look at that first bucket of the night. Wentz so good at turning defense into offense, cashing in for an easy deuce there.
It's like she didn't miss any games out there. The easy strip and score.
They'd like to get it into the block down with Mitchell. Instead, Mineta with an up fake. Defended well, forced to kick it out.
Every time we watch Mineta Hillary dribble the basketball, it's a treat to watch because she's just such a great ball handler.
Definitely one of the premier dribblers of the basketball that we have in the girls' game in North Central Ohio, and one of the many talented players in this sophomore class for Coach Hudgens, so her game's going to continue to develop. She's a hard worker. I know that she finds her way into the gym, one of those gym rats. So look for Mineta just keep getting better and better as she gets into being an upperclassman, as Wentz is one. Buries the 3. She's got all 5 points here.
That was a perfect open look for her. And actually the Lady Tigers before that shot kind of confused on what offense they were running, but still able to find the open look and the bucket.
Approaching the midway point here, the opening quarter. Ashland still sitting on a goose egg in the scoring column, and that's what's killing them. They're trying to force that pass right there, and it's just not available.
You'd like them to just switch that around to the other side. and get an open look that way. But like you said, they're trying to force things, and I think that's what you see with the younger players, trying to do too much instead of just backing it out, getting a couple extra passes, and then taking the open look.
Couple of changes here for the Tigers, as Bradley's going to take a seat. So will Mitchell.
Daisy Mann's in for the Lady Tigers.
And help force a tie up here. She went down to the floor along with Paramore. And the possession arrow is going to favor the girls in the white, so Mansfield, opportunity here to add to their 5-point lead.
And if you're head coach Renee Stimper right now for the Lady Arrows, yeah, 5 turnovers, but you're only down 5-0, so defensively you're doing just enough to stay in this. That's not going to help. Got to get to the glass, got to get a body on somebody. Another offensive rebound by the Lady Tigers.
Daisy Mans, who just checked in fresh off the bench already, jacking him up from outside, and that was kind of one of those back-to-mama type of plays where she just followed it. Was able to get possession back for the Tigers as Wentz continues to handle all the scoring load for the Lady Tigers.
Man, the spin of the basketball, they hit the front of the rim and somehow rolled up on top and in.
I believe they call that shooter's touch, Travis. It was a good idea to try to squeeze that ball inside, but last touch by Ashland. Here's another look at that last shot by Kaya. The runner, which she's perfected off the front of the rim. Nice soft touch through the bottom.
One of the more entertaining shots in the game of basketball, the runner.
And get a traveling violation against Hillary on that last dribble drive.
First turnover by the Lady Tigers.
Let's see, I actually didn't notice it in real time. 1, 2, nope, that's good. Bad call. Quick hands there by Wentz. But Ashland, recovery by Hillary, takes it away. Another giveaway by the Lady Arrow, still sitting on 0.
Nice rotation by the Lady Tigers to get that steal.
How about the ball movement leads to Daisy Mans. Long rebound taken by Ashland in the transition game. Lauren Green going to get fouled as she took it inside. And it looks like Coach Hudgens going to go back to his bench.
Foul's on Annalise Norris, her first.
There's Coach Hudgens just constantly working over on the sideline. I think gets a little bit better sweat going than some of his participants. True treat to watch.
We have to get a camera just on him for one game.
Oh, we got one right now.
Put it in the bottom
picture
corner.
Picture
in picture, just him. Because he will not stop entertaining you because he's, like you said, he's constantly moving in that defensive stance the whole time.
Green chases down the rebound. Mid-range J well short from Lily Poole. Bradley, who just got back into the action, puts one up. And she's the second Tiger getting onto the scoring column.
Got the runner to fall, 9-0. And Coach Stimpert's going to take a TO. Lady Tigers forcing 7 turnovers already on a 9-0 run to start here.
And there's Bradley with her bucket. Another look on the Park National Bank replay. Something special developing here around this program with Mansfield Senior. When you look at all the youth, they're arguably the same in terms of age as this Ashland team. This team has just been lauded with the talent that they've had for so long over here, that this class that's the sophomores, with the influx of talent coming over from St. Peter's with Kaya Wentz and Amani Mitchell just adding to the winning formula over here. That's why they got 10 W's right now in 16 tries. And you just saw them lose a heartbreaker the other night in the city game against Madison. And then earlier in the year, they dropped 3 games that they should have won all of them. This is a team that very well, Travis, could have 13, 14 wins right now, but it's some of the growing pains you're going to see with the sophomore-laden bunch.
Absolutely. And like you said, they're those those 4 games get switched around, and this team is probably flirting with a 2 or 3 seed. But I'm thinking they're going to be either a 4 or 5 in that district, which is still a very good spot to be in because you still have that chance to select where you want to play. Who do you want to play? You want to go to Clear Fork? You want to play Shelby, Bellevue, or Perkins? One of those. But you know, the higher the seed you get, the better shot you have on choosing your path to a district final.
Great hesitation. The ball movement for Ashland. Solid. Trinity Powell, though, could not get them on the board, so they remain scoreless as Bradley attacks called for the offensive foul. Another look. You see Kirsten initiating the break. And I think just a little bit too aggressive. Sometimes she can fit in between that gap. Couldn't fit the piece in there that time.
She tried to go left. Lexi Poole was there. She bumped her, went right into Clara Paramore, who takes the charge. She was set. She was there a couple seconds before Bradley got to her.
Another bad entry pass by Ashland. They luck out, but dribbled off the foot of Powell. So turnover number 8 now for the Lady Arrows here in this opening frame.
Didn't listen to us in the pregame about those keys, did they, Brian?
I think they would like to not be giving it away so much. The decision-making has not been great here in the first 6 minutes, 7 minutes now for Ashland. But you do got to credit Mansfield for always trying to get into the passing lanes. They're super aggressive defensively, and it's what's carried them to 10 wins so far.
Yeah, they're always 110% of the time in your face, trying to get the steal.
As the Arrows almost pull off right there. Jump ball is going to be the call. Powell down onto the floor, tying up Annalise Norris. And Ashland's going to get the ball back. Possession arrow favors them.
So they have probably one more opportunity to get on the board here before the end of the quarter. Try and get a little bit at least of momentum going into this second quarter. Haven't scored yet. But they do break the press.
Oh, 2-on-2 and just bad passing. That's what's plaguing them right now.
They're making the right decisions. They're just not executing it well enough. And once again, you know, that's the youth of the team. But at least it's a good sign that they understand what they need to do. They just have to execute it better.
Tigers can hold for the final shot of the frame. We've seen, though, all season long, that's not really something that they like doing, though, exercising some patience here as Bradley starts to get to work. Kick out, Hudgens, open look, and that'll take us to the end of the frame. Mansfield Senior with a 9-0 cushion as we head to the second.
John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
OCC matchup here. Second quarter about to start at Pete Henry Gymnasium. Mansfield Senior leads Ashland 9-0 here on our Adena Corporation scoreboard. And for Ashland, it wasn't so much that the shot selection was bad. It was that they didn't get a ton of shots because they were too busy giving it away, Travis.
Yeah, they have as many turnovers as Mansfield Senior has points. 9 turnovers. And yet to make it on the board. I think they've only had 2 or 3 good looks at the bucket, and those haven't even fallen for them. So Not the start you want if you're Renee Stimpert's squad.
The Tigers looking to seize total control here with the defensive pressure, a 3-on-1 in the pass behind the intended target, Lily Poole.
And that was also really good defense by the Lady Tigers. Once again, rotating around, making it seem like they have the open look, but then coming right at the last second and taking it away.
Wow, 3 turnovers right there in the course of just a couple of seconds. Hillary with a lob pass, short corner, Jay. Won't fall, and the rebound pulled down by Poole. Kyle Wentz coming over for the block shot.
I thought that was all foul.
Oh, wow. We'll dial up a replay here. That looked like a pretty obvious block shot.
Oh.
That's not even close. That's all ball.
Oh. Nonetheless, that's her first foul. Team's third. And Huckleberry has a chance to get Ashland on the board.
She's your Huckleberry, too. Knocks it down for
Took
the
it
first.
from me, man. Come on.
It's too easy. The low-hanging piece of fruit. You just got to take a bite. Got to take a bite when it's there.
I applaud you for that, Brian. Welcome to the club of the pun.
Splits the pair. Now Coach Hudgens asking for his team to push it, and he's not going to be very happy with that.
They didn't push it real good there.
See David with his hand well over his face. Tip pass. Ashland, though, keeps it with Poole. Turning.
Oh, tough
and
shot.
Banking it in. First bucket of the afternoon for the Lady Arrows.
Made a splash there, Brian.
That she did.
1-1.
For our viewers' sake, I'm going to end this contest right now. Looks like Ashland showing a zone look. Tigers trying to attack the gaps. And Hillary, frustrated, threw it right out of bounds. Looks like she's going to be checking out here in a second.
The 5th turnover. And all of a sudden, only a 2-possession game. It seemed like the Arrows could not do anything right. And despite that, here in the second quarter, they're only down 6.
That's because of Mansfield's inability to totally capitalize off of those 8 turnovers that they forced in the first quarter. Missed a fair amount of open shots. Now Ashland, great opportunity to get back into the game. Lily Poole.
Woo. That was a beautiful post move. And now you see a little energy from the Lady A's.
That's all it takes. See the ball go through the net. All of a sudden, defensively, you're a little bit more intense. You're locked in.
Now you see Coach Stimpert a little bit with the defensive stance on her side of things.
Renee, one of the best high school basketball players I've ever watched in the girls game from Crestview. As mentioned, the leading scorer in the history of Ashland County. One of the leading scorers in the history of the state for girls hoops. And I do want to dial up that Lily Poole bucket one more time. Check this out. How about that fake?
That's beautiful. But not only for the state, but Division II college basketball as well. One of the Ashland University leading assist.
The leading assist artist in the history of the program. And that's a pretty competitive program. I feel like they've done a few things over there.
Yeah, she's got a natty ring. Not on her finger right now, but.
She doesn't? Oh, I'd be wearing that every day.
Right, I would too.
Bradley probably fortunate there that she didn't pick up a personal foul.
I think one of my best Renee Stimpert stories, and I told it on the last broadcast of these two teams, Ashland was playing, I think, Grand Valley in a conference championship game, and that team was so confident that year that Renee Stimpert comes down, passes it over for an open 3, immediately turns around and puts her hand up in the air. Bucket was made too, but that's how confident that squad was, and that's how good of just an assist leader she was. She knew it was going into the net right as she passed it to whoever's going to take the shot.
So Renee was always brimming with confidence as a player, still trying to find her footing as a coach, but very similar to what Javar Hudgens has done with Mansfield Senior. He's got an extra year on her of grooming this young team. I think she's got to be pretty excited, as she told us in the pregame, about what the future can hold for all these freshmen and sophomores getting a ton of varsity experience at the D1 level as Wentz uncorks her second triple of the afternoon.
Already in the double digits with 10 points. Like I said in the open, welcome back, Kaya Wentz.
She's over her season average of 8.8. As Huckleberry headed back to the foul line.
It's going to go against Amani Mitchell, her first. But also, I believe, Coach Stempert, one of the youngest girls coaches in the state of Ohio as well.
Took the job basically fresh out of college. She said she's also a 6th grade teacher. So she's got that going for her over in the Ashland community. Coach and educator, and as you mentioned, so young. I don't know exactly. Renee is probably 25, I would guess.
Has to be close to that, yeah.
Big board inside for Mitchell, creating an extra possession. See if the Tigers can cash in here. They lead it by 8. Mans came up short. End-to-end. Kaya again looked like she got all ball, but it's putting somebody on the foul line.
Yeah,
my goodness.
She didn't do much of arguing that time. She might have got the back of the hand there with the swipe, but you know, with referees, if you swipe at the ball, more likely than not, they're going to call it a foul no matter what happens. That's going to be the second on Kaya. And Chapman, leading scorer, 11.6 points per game. That's her first point today.
And the lefty 2 for 2 on this trip. So it's still Kaya Wentz 10, Ashland 8. And she's looking to get aggressive here offensively. Mans inside on the block to the freshman, the kick out. Wyndham, high arcing shot through the bottom.
That's a great offensive set by Mansfield Senior. Gets it inside, lets the defense collapse on her, kicks it right back out, open 3 swish. Nice pass inside.
Oh, good looking cut too by Chapman, missed it. And that was with her strong hand on the left side. As Wentz whips it over, back up top. Wyndham basically the same spot,
Heat
same
check.
result.
4th 3 of the day for the Lady Tigers. Largest lead also at 12. So right as you thought Ashland was getting right back into this game, Mansfield Senior starts hitting from beyond the perimeter.
That's what makes the 3-point shot such a difference maker, such an exciting play in the game of basketball. As that's a tough shot that finds its way through for Trinity Powell.
Going high off the glass to avoid the block, cuts the deficit to 10.
Trying to work it inside out, back to Julia. This is a heat check. She was heating up, not in fuego here.
But they do get the offensive bound.
Mitchell clears it out, sets up for a wide open Wentz back iron. Another offensive rebound, this time with Daisy Mans, just came right out to her. She's gonna pull one. And Powell finally ends the possession. Tough shot on the run, Makari Chapman. Getting things going here now in the second quarter, 4 points.
Looked like she just threw that up. Gets it to fall. It's going to go against Lauren Green. Her first, team's fourth.
So another look at that end-to-end lefty bank shot by Makari. Pretty stuff. Final 2 minutes here of the opening half. Wyndham looking for her third triple of the frame. And a loose ball foul is going to go against Senior High.
It's going to go against Norris, her second. Coach Hudgens, really big expectations with Annalise here. Sensational freshman for this squad. And you saw that the last couple of threes that they had were open looks because she's such a good player already that Ashland has to collapse on her inside the post and allowed those shots to be a little bit more open than usual for Wyndham.
Another forced pass by Ashland. Huckleberry this time. 2-on-2, Wyndham gonna go straight to the rack. She's gonna get fouled. 2 free throws in her future.
She's just so tough to defend because she will come right at you. And if you're not gonna take a charge, more likely than not, it's gonna be a foul or a bucket.
Yeah, Julia, you can see the frame. She's got the nice wide body, played a lot in the post growing up, and she's always had the skill set, Javar said. He's been coaching her since she was a young player, like a lot of girls in this area, of course. Tough dual threat. Beat you inside and out. So Julia now with 7. Kaya's got 10. And I think Kirsten has the other 4 points. So not that balance of scoring today for the Lady Tigers. Haven't needed to with Kaya being so efficient. As Minetta saves it in bounds, calls a timeout.
And that's something else. Minetta yet to score, yet the Lady Tigers are still up 9. And now with Kaya Wentz back, you have Wyndham scoring, you have the possibility of Minetta putting up points. That's what you need when you get into tournament time. You need that balance. They have the defense to do it. It's just, can they get the balance and can they finish games, unlike we were able to see early on in the season on those 3 losses they had in a row.
And they noted and pointed a lot to fatigue factor early on in the campaign, so they feel like they've definitely got their basketball legs under them. They should be mid-season form here because, of course, we're getting close to the end of this thing, the regular season. Just 2 more weeks here for the girls before we jump into tournament play, so it comes at you fast.
Favorite time of year, too, tournament time. You and I, we know we're exhausted after it, but it's a fun ride, isn't it?
Yeah, sectional and district rounds are phenomenal. Everybody gets in. You never know what storylines could develop, what teams are going to make deep runs.
And here's a thought for you as there's a foul on the floor, but say the Lady Tigers make a run through the districts. Where's the regional at, Brian? Right here at Pete
right
Henry.
Here, baby. Well, there is a large giant standing in their way at the district rounds.
Yes.
That's got a little dog across their chest that they call Whippets out there where they play.
And a 0 in the loss column right now.
Got a test today. They're going to be playing River Valley. It's a big game for them. If they can get through that one successfully,
they clinch a share of the MOAC championship.
And a pretty good chance that they end up going undefeated on the season.
I will say, though, they get a Clear Fork Lady Colts squad. I know they handled them well the first time, but they did that as well last year and had to hold off Clear Fork by 2 in the second meeting. So we'll see if Becca Conrad and company can give them a test. But right now it does look like the Whippets have a good shot at going undefeated. And you never know, maybe a AP Poll championship. They're sitting, I believe, at number 3 right now.
Julius sends one again, too much this time. Loose ball foul is going to go against Ashland. Hillary did well to knife inside, pull down that offensive rebound.
That's going to go against Chapman, and it's 1-1. Both teams in the bonus here.
Mansfield Senior shooting 1 and 1.
And I will say on the boys' side, there's a good opportunity for one of our local teams to be the #1 team in Division III. Colonel Crawford sat at #2, but Versailles, the #1 team in the state, lost last night in overtime. Meaning on Monday we may have a #1 team in the state from North Central Ohio.
Good look to Powell, and one opportunity coming up for the Lady A's. Arguably their best bucket of the night. Let's watch it unfold here.
And they needed it because it seemed like Mansfield Senior was getting comfortable, getting that momentum back on their side. But the Lady Arrows, with this free throw, can cut it to 8. And even better than that, they could win the quarter. Sorry for the jinx.
Tigers looking to push it ahead down to 15 seconds. Bradley backs up, found some space, came up short. So Ashland will still have 9 ticks. And you got to feel pretty good if you get a basket here, heading into the locker room with the score being what it is. Tough drive off the mark. Hudgens pushes ahead at the horn. Not good if it goes. And 2 quarters in the books sees the Lady Tigers hold and serve at home for now. 23-14, they lead Ashland. Keep it here, the Sutton Bank halftime. We'll break down some stats for you guys, some analysis, talk about what else is coming up on the OH report tonight, and a little bit more. That's all on the other side of the break. Keep it here.
Hi, I'm OH Report founder Brian Skoronsky, and you are just watching live and free girls high school hoops exclusively on the OH Report. But stick around, the halftime show is next, including stats, analysis, and so much more, including the second half on the way.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. Whitaker Myers Group has been a local trusted advisor since 1869, serving families in Ashland, Richland, and Wayne counties. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. With offices in Ashland, Mansfield, Worcester, Columbus, and South Carolina, we have advisors that are ready to help you begin your journey to financial success. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
It's halftime here inside of Pete Henry Gymnasium. Lady Tigers on top of the Lady A's, 23-14. And what was a bit of a sloppy start here for Ashland, of course. No points in the first quarter, Travis, but then they responded well.
Yeah, they had
Got themselves back in.
Same amount of turnovers as the Lady Tigers had, points 9. Only 6 turnovers in that second quarter, which helped them get back through. And it was a 14-14 second quarter. So Ashland played right with the Lady Tigers. They got some momentum. They have Annalise Norris in the foul trouble with 3 fouls. Kaya Wentz has 2. So they're starting to get things rolling. The question is, can they continue to keep the turnovers down and make a comeback? But let's take a look at those stats, Brian.
Turnovers definitely not down for Ashland in this game.
No.
They give up 21 giveaways per outing. Today, already at 15 at the break. So talking to Coach Stimper before the game, and she said that's been their biggest problem, just bad decision-making, passes that shouldn't be thrown. And right now, this has to probably be one of the worst halves that they've had in terms of the turnovers. So they're fortunate, I think, just down 9. Like, they're still very much in this game.
Yeah, Mansfield Senior, they were relying from the 3. And, you know, Wyndham hit those 2 threes in a row. Kaya Wentz hit a couple. But other than that, you know, we had another statistician, can't talk today, Brian, here tracking just threes. They'd be, I think, 4 of 12 or 15. They're taking a lot of threes from beyond the arc. I think they have a little more patience in some of these offensive sets, maybe make that extra pass. This would be a much bigger lead for the Lady Tigers. But they're turning the ball over a lot and keeping that 9-point lead.
It's definitely helped put them out in front. Ashland has rarely even attempted shots from downtown here this afternoon. That's why they've still got a goose egg in that column. However, 3 players right now with 4 points for them, so they're getting some balanced scoring. Can they get a girl here in the second half who will step up and, you know, try to take some matters more into their own hands? We saw at times Lily Poole, Makari Chapman, both very capable scorers, and then Trinity Powell, she had some good looks. She missed a couple of shots that I'm sure that she normally makes here today. So Ashland, still a huge factor in this game, Travis. I don't think we can count them out, but Coach Hudgens' bunch, they typically play pretty well in the third quarter. They've had their struggles in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's something that maybe Coach Stimpert told her team at the half, too, hey, let's stick with them here in this third quarter, maybe wear them down and go after it in the fourth because, you know, I don't want to, you know, tear into the wound a little bit more, but against Madison, the Lady Rams picked up the pace in that last couple of minutes, actually in the third quarter as well. They held Mansfield Senior to 2 points in the third quarter, but they picked up the pace in the fourth quarter and got a couple big turnovers, got a couple big shots from Faith Kuhn, and were able to score 7 points in 56 seconds to pull off the upset in the city game. So, you know, if you're Coach Hudgens, you're saying the direct opposite. Hey, let's finish. Let's handle the ball. Let's get some good shots. Let's keep this lead and avoid 2 nights ago.
And speaking of good shots, we've got a treat for you guys here at the half. Let's switch over now. This is MJ Skoronsky Cam. That's right, we've got a Mansfield first grader on crew for us, so don't be calling about no child labor laws. We got him fed. He's got some snacks. We just gave him a nice bathroom break. So hopefully he doesn't give you a headache. There we go, a little bit slower pull out.
That's great.
Looking pretty nice.
Giving G-Man and Storm a run for their money, I tell you.
That's right. So we are hiring right now on the OH report. If you've got a 6-year-old that would like to come try out running one of our cameras, well, may not give them the opportunity. This is probably a one-time thing, so we're going to enjoy it here at the half. We're going to let MJ play around for at least another minute. Did pick up that big kick there from Javar.
Yeah,
Nice
left-footed too. Off foot. Got it to bounce back. Watch out, Taylor Huff.
So Javar wearing our merch.
Yeah, that's a nice shirt too.
They are nice shirts.
Wish I could purchase one, Brian.
Well, they are going to be available hopefully this next week. We're looking to launch our OH Report merchandise. We had a young lady out of Belleville who's going to partner with us.
Maybe by tournament time we can get some.
We're thinking before that. We're thinking soon, next week. So 30 more seconds on MJ Scaronti cam is what we've got. First grade over at Mansfield Spanish Immersion School, trying to throw down some bueno video shots. So gracias, Michael, for the quality camera work. Actually, not too bad.
No, it wasn't.
I got to be honest.
No.
All right.
Very entertaining.
Now let's go back to a professional. This is Jory Hollenbeck cam. OH Report VP. Rocking it, a little bit smoother. Now we'll check in one more time on MJ cam. Let's see what he's got. Oh, wow. Ooh, baby.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Devin Booker, though, sending 50 stars our way.
Oh, what's up? The Phoenix Suns guard? Thank you. You probably could afford a few more than that.
Brenda Phillips, go TY. Good luck to my son, Coach Phillips.
Hey, love Brenda. Big fan of the OH Report. See her always dropping nuggets in our comment section.
Willie Hughes, let's go Lady Tigers.
Hey, Willie.
Sarah Fideli, let's go Lady Tigers. Marie Hudgens, let's go Lady Tigers. And Rhonda Carey, go Lady Arrows.
Oh, I was going to say, where's the love and support for the Lady A's? Hanging tough here. Have not defeated Mansfield Senior in their last 7 tries. Tigers trying to make it 8 straight here with another season sweep of Ashland for the 4th straight year. They're going to start with the basketball, but Wentz shot her fingers in there. Turnover in the first 15 seconds for Ashland is number 16 on the afternoon.
Arrows in an extended 2-3 zone.
Mitchell went inside, kind of lost her footing, elected to kick it out.
Yeah, it was close to a travel.
Now Wentz with that runner. But she's just really got that shot down, doesn't she?
Yeah, it's pretty. No matter where she is on the floor also, she doesn't even have to be straight up with the bucket to do it.
Kaya's got a dozen. Ashland will keep the rock down here at this end. McBride struggling to find an option. Now throws it almost away to Hillary. Step in for a long 2 for Paramore. Now the 3-point shot on the way. Would have been the first make from downtown from McBride and the Arrows. Instead, it's the Tigers now with possession. Trying to add to their lead. Hillary from the elbow.
Coach Stimper yelling for her squad to run.
Ooh. They're going to say it was last touch by the Tigers.
That's a right call by Huckleberry, barely able to deflect it. You'll see it right there.
Oh, off of Julia. Off the drive, Mitchell definitely affected that shot. Kaya couldn't corral it, so Ashland's going to get another shot at this thing.
I like the ball movement. I just think if they could get it out of their hands a little bit quicker, it'll help them get some open shots.
Another aggressive play, fouled, plus one more.
Clara Paramore. Ain't that fun?
There she is, living in the lane right there, left-handed bank shot.
That'll be Amani Mitchell's second foul, team's first.
Can't capitalize on the three-point play. So the lead remains 9 for the Tigers, where it was at the break. Hillary shovel pass inside. Mitchell turns over the left shoulder.
When she gets to that position on the floor, you have to be right up in her face because she's going to make it 9 times out of 10.
I'd say Chapman probably makes that too. And Hillary end to end. Tigers 4 quick points.
First field goal of the day for her. Back to a 13-point lead for the Lady Tigers.
Got an officials timeout on the floor. 5:20 to go here in the third.
I have no idea what this is about.
Did you make lunch reservations? I'm getting hungry. Second half is rolling through. Where are we going after the game?
Who do you got in the AFC and the NFC Championship? I don't know. You know, go Bengals, go Rams. I have no clue.
All right, you pick them. Subway it is.
Eat fresh.
Coach Hutchins is like, okay, well, if you guys are getting some of those $5 footlongs, I'll tag along. David on the bench there too. Yeah. Throw me in for some of that. We get some of those chips. Do a combo meal? Okay.
Raspberry cheesecake cookie. Yeah, I'll get that. I'll get that.
So lunch plans are set, and we're ready to get the third quarter back underway.
What are you having for lunch, Brian?
Well, you just gave me a piece of some type of a Snicker caramel thing here
it's a brownie.
At halftime. That was pretty delicious. So it might hold me over for a little bit. I actually ate breakfast today for the first time since Christmas break. So I'm kind of full. I don't know. We'll see.
You and the family going to Mansfield family restaurant or something maybe?
I guess it will be nice to have the entire afternoon with this one being in the books kind of early.
Be able to watch tonight's live stream from the comforts of your own home like everybody else around the world.
And we do always love hearing from you, the fans. Drop us a comment on Facebook and YouTube. Let us know, where are you watching from today? How are you taking in this live and free presentation of girls OCC hoops? Always impresses me how many different states are represented right here in America, and then sometimes the international viewership, trying to keep up with their alma maters or, nieces, nephews, grandchildren, all that kind of thing. Makes the job definitely worthwhile. Great pass inside, another one. Leads to a bucket. Lauren Green.
That was a nice extra pass there to set up the open look. Back to an 11-point game.
Bradley out the kick out. Wyndham's already drilled a couple of triples. She's been icy since she knocked down the back-to-back threes, though. Now Kaya pulls the trigger.
Number 5 by the TY Tigers. Third of the day by Kaya. She is 15.
Leading all scorers. And it's the largest lead of the afternoon for TY. holding Ashland to a one and done on that possession, as we're past the midway point here in the third. Rebound to Paramore off the miss from Bradley. Now a clean look from the corner. First three of the afternoon for Ashland, and it's Chapman who comes through.
They're going to need a couple more of those to fall down if they want to get back into this game. Still have plenty of time, but getting to that time where you don't want to match buckets with Mansfield Senior. You want to get on a run here.
Wentz got up off the floor, called for the reach-in foul. I think that was definitely a frustration kind of play, and you don't see a whole lot of contact there from Lily Poole on the defense. But she's just been so good at making that running shot here today that it didn't go in, and I think she took out a little bit of frustration with the foul. Just the second team foul, though, for senior high here in the second half. Ashland, no fouls yet, as Wyndham takes it away.
That's their third turnover of the third quarter. And now we're going to get a foul on Ashland. Paramore, her first.
Wow.
I think you could have said that also about Wentz's foul, too. She stuck her hand out there in the front. Not a lot of contact. But I think the referees are starting to call this a little bit closer here in the second half.
Daisy Mann's ill-advised pass. Tried to force it into Annalise Norris, who just checked in down on the block.
Oof.
Coming in for the Lady Arrows, number 13.
19th arrow turnover, only the fourth of the second half, but a lot of unforced errors coming from both sides here last few minutes.
Kaya with the head of steam, kicks it out to the corner. Janaya.
Good recovery by Audra McBride to knock that out, but almost a highlight pass there.
Wyndham shoots it up top for Kaya. Switches courts and traveling violation against Hudgens.
7th Lady Tiger turnover. Shout out to Shannon Irving. Go Tigers.
What's up, Shannon? Great to have you watching live and free with us. I believe Shannon is the mother of a football player from the 2019 Tigers that went to the state championships in football.
That was a fun ride.
Really fun team. A lot of big personalities on that squad. I think you can say the same for this Mansfield Senior girls team. In a couple of years, better look out for them to do what we're seeing the Shelby Whippets doing right now. 18-0 for them on the season. I believe going for 19-0 today. Seems like a lot of potential here on the floor for the Tigers, as Hillary read that one all the way. Intercepted around the back in traffic. They move the ball around. Nobody comes out to challenge Mans. She makes them pay.
And she gets on the board. 6th tray by the TY Tigers. As we go under a minute to go in the third.
Now the game
21st turnover from Ashland.
Just makes you feel for him, too.
Just a little too rambunctious. little too amped up there. If they wait just an extra second, they can get that pass off. But that, you know, once again, it's a young squad trying to do a little too much, but that wasn't. Wow, what a pass.
You talk about the youth. How about the sophomore setting up a freshman right there? Hillary, the leading assist artist on the squad. Almost 5 per game. Let's take a look at that last play. That was awesome.
That was nice.
This is Netta at her best. Little rocker down the lane. No look pass in between 2 defenders for the bucket.
You saw the hesitation where it looked like she was about to go up for the shot, and then at the last second wrapped it around.
Matching at the other end, though, with the mid-range jumper, Ashland and McBride.
Back to a 14-point game. Lady Tigers with the last shot of the quarter.
Nah, you know it's going to come before that.
It always does.
Norris with the offensive rebound, looking for some points. Won't get it. And 3 quarters in the books here at Pete Henry Gymnasium. We head to money time with the Tigers trying to cash checks. Looking for an 8th straight win over their rivals.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Hit him with it, Ski.
Money time has arrived here on the OH Report. 8 minutes remaining here in regulation. Tigers well in front, 14-point cushion, and looking to notch win number 11 on their campaign, shaking off a really tough loss earlier in the week to their cross-city rivals in the Madison Lady Rams. I'm Brian Skronsky, got Travis Berardi with me, as we've got a jump ball down on the floor.
I don't have it in front of me. What was the Lady Tigers win total last year? Was it 12?
I don't think they won that many games.
Okay.
Have to ask Coach Hudgens if they get the win here today, and they appear to be on track to do so with Mitchell getting in tight for her 4th points of the afternoon. Definitely ask them. Makari had it poked away by Kaya. This is a fun matchup, but Wentz picks up the personal.
That's number 4 on her.
Lady Tiger 5, number 3, Kaya Wentz. That's her 4th, team's 4th. Coming into the game for Ashland, number 32, Serena Miller. Replacing Lily Poole.
Arrows have to come up top here off the inbound with Chapman. Sizing up the D, gets the switch, but then picks up her dribble. Three ball on the way, second made trifecta. It's Paramore with the bucket this time.
Her 5th point, 13-point game. Ashland are getting their shots to fall. They just need to get stops now.
Kaya looking to match it at the other end. It's just been her day. I'm going to guess she's approaching a season high here. She's got 18, 10 over her season average. Tough runner, baseline. Big bucket by Chapman gets her closer to double figures, 9 points, leading the Arrows. But
have
Wentz,
a night. Have a day, Wentz. 5 threes. You know she's wanted to get back out on the court after missing the last few games. She's showing it today. Oof.
Threads the needle with the pass. Miller couldn't earn an assist, though, for her teammate. Let's go back and watch Kaya. Beautiful stroke. Burying the triple.
And it's her first, team's fifth. Serena Miller with the line for Ashland.
Here's Serena at the foul line, trying to get into the scoring column for the first time this afternoon.
Lanaya Lindsay called for the foul.
Replacing Alex Huckleberry.
Huckleberry takes a seat. And it's a perfect trip, 2 for 2 for Serena Miller.
8 arrows onto the scorebook today.
Oh, what a pass there by Kai. You can see she's a little bit frustrated. Her fellow former St. Pete's teammate couldn't handle the pass. A little too hot for her.
Only the 8th turnover by the Lady Tigers.
Done a nice job of taking care of the basketball. So that one comes up like a foot and a half short.
I think
from
that was
Chapman.
might have been tipped.
And wrestled for a jump ball. Possession favors TY.
Sorry, possession, Mansfield.
Ashland going into the full court, man-to-man, but easily broken.
Tipped away from the backside, though, by Macari. So a couple of turnovers here in the last few seconds by Mansfield, who I was just giving love to for taking care of the rock.
Always happens that way, Ski.
And we're going to get another whistle against the Tigers. A reach in, playing defense on Miller.
So
and just a size mismatch in there with Daisy Mans.
Next foul, and the Arrows will be shooting 1-on-1.
They're going to pop one from downtown. Paramore can't connect. Offensive rebound. Beautiful setup.
Basket by McCarty Chapman.
So Chapman, the first player in double figures for Ashland.
Another turnover by the Lady Tigers. 10th on the day.
And 3 of those coming in the last minute.
And this is something we've seen in the fourth quarter of some of the games that we've covered. The Lady Tigers may be wearing down a little bit, making some mental mistakes. But Ashland matching them.
Pass ahead for Mitchell. Chased it down and poked away. Green with the recovery speed that time.
Coach Hudgens seeing maybe a little bit of fatigue. Wholesale changes. Everybody but Kaya coming out for a break.
Yeah, I think they're going to allow Wentz to add to her what I'm going to assume is a season high 21 points. Bradley's only got 4 here this afternoon. And after the bump, she gives it over to Ashland.
Manetta Hillary as well, only with 4, so Wentz putting her team on her back today. I haven't been there for you guys for the last few days because of injury or sickness. I don't know which one it was, but
definitely making up for lost time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here she is defending down on the block as McBride turned into her. Forced out on the perimeter. Now 3 ball on its way.
That's a big bucket by Paramore. 10-point game, Brian.
And with these Lady Tigers, we saw it early in the year. You cannot count out Ashland. Fourth quarters have been a disaster here at home for them. See Coach Javar Hudgens really encouraging his team to dig deep and just take care of the basketball. Be strong. Oh, looked like Hillary probably got away with a travel that time. See if the foul came before the travel. Yep. So good call.
Only the second foul against Ashland here in the second half.
Trying to free up Kaya. Oh, she wanted to catch that cleanly. Probably should have been a double dribble.
Well, also, the referee didn't see Hillary moving on the inbounds. This is supposed to be a spot. She shuffled her feet a few times. Nonetheless, ball don't lie. Ashland gets the ball back.
That would have been a huge three-pointer. They'll still come away with two. Working inside was Miller. Down to single digits. Janiyah leaves it inside. Easiest bucket that she'll probably have all year. Annalise Norris, plus just some baby soft contact, puts her on the line.
I don't understand. She's behind her and she goes for the push too. That's just a bad decision there.
Yeah, I guess I didn't notice Miller with a two-hand push in the back.
And the referee just talking to her as well. That could be close to an intentional foul. She had the open lane to the bucket. A shove like that, I think that's what the referee was warning her about.
Miller secures the board, 2:40 to play. Ashland trailing by 10.
Oh.
Well, let's make it 8. That was quick. Lauren Green straight to the cup. 3-on-3 here. Hillary off the attack. Missed it. And that's exactly what Ashland needs to get back in this game.
I was about to say that. A quick possession by Mansfield Senior, one and done, and Ashland already up, looking to score some more.
Really challenging shot that time. Nearly fell for Paramore.
Tough break there because that could have cut it to 2 possessions.
Kaya's going to replace Kirsten Bradley, who has not really played that well here today for her standards. Just 4 points for Kirsten. Kaya obviously carrying the scoring load this afternoon with 21 and threading the needle. Oh, wow.
I don't know. Did she get the hand on there, or was that all ball?
Well, it definitely looked like a lot of body contact.
Yeah.
Might have been all ball up top. It's so silent in here during the free throws. Not as quiet as I heard the other night at Hathaway Brown. I have never experienced anything like that.
Do tell, Brian.
Well, I think that their gym only holds about 200 people. There's only about 80 in attendance that night, and it truly felt like you were committing a crime or a violation if you said anything. As Green trims the deficit down to 6, things have definitely gotten interesting. 2 minutes to go. Tigers reeling. All they have to do is just run some clock, knock down some free throws. But instead, it's going to be Makari with the rip.
Oh, what a
in the
stutter.
tank. Timeout taken by the Lady Tigers, as they have seen this same storybook unfold one too many times this season. They've blown at least 3 double-digit fourth-quarter leads here at home this year. And against the Ashland squad that's been young, has not been playing that well, admittedly by their head coach, this would be, wow, what a remarkable comeback if Ashland can get a few more points and try to cap this thing off.
Well, I know right now they won't think it, but even if Mansfield Senior holds them off here, you got to be pretty proud if you're Renee Stimpert. After the start you had, 9-0 after a quarter, to be able to get it back to within 2 possessions here with a minute and a half left in the game. That just shows the fight that this young squad has, and that's something they can build on throughout the rest of this season and into next year. But on the other side, it's gut check time for the TY Tigers. If they can pull it out, hey, this is a good way to show that, hey, we're better than we were at the beginning of the year. We're able to hold off runs like this at the end of the game. Maybe turn that into a positive going into tournament time.
87 seconds left here in regulation. Bradley's got a 2-on-1. Puts up the runner, in and out. Saved in bounds, Ashland with possession. Wow. Chapman to the 10.
Wow.
1 possession game.
11 points in the second half for Chapman. It's a 2-point game with 60 seconds left. And that'll be a foul on Green, her third, only the 5th foul, though, against the Arrows.
Take another look at Chapman. Just decided, you know what? I'm going coast to coast. I'm going to put the team on my back, and she certainly has here in this 4th quarter.
Something worth looking. Clock was stopped at a minute even, and when the buzzer went off, 0.2 of a second went off the clock. Hopefully that doesn't determine into the end of this.
Tigers with a 2-point cushion. Norris fouled on the perimeter. McBride with just her 2nd and team foul number 6. So no more fouls to give if you're the Arrows.
And you have to think once Norris gets the ball again, they're going to foul. 0 of 3 from the line today.
They'll get it to Hillary, and she's such a gifted special ball handler. Imagine just try to work with her. Split the top with Wentz.
You got to foul. Doesn't matter who has it. You have to foul now. Playing keep away.
Tigers doing an excellent job of running clock. And huge spot here for the sophomore, Monetta Hillary, heading to the free throw line. Chance for a 1-and-1. Of course, got to knock down the first to get the second.
I know you're trying to get the foul with somebody that's not a good foul shooter, but with the clock running down here, every second is pivotal for you. You got to foul quick. A good 30 seconds went off the clock.
Clutch.
This is the big one coming up.
Netta comes through in a major way. Ashland, though, breaks the press. But they turn it over. Poked away from McBride. And it appears the Tigers gonna escape here with a victory, but man, did they have to sweat it out.
What a game this turned out to be. Appreciate the effort that the Arrows put up here, especially in this second half, but the Lady Tigers finally able to hold off a team making a comeback in the 4th quarter.
Wyndham leaves the door barely ajar. Ashland would have to drain this, and that's going to do it, folks. Mansfield Senior survives here at home. The Tigers continue their win streak over Ashland. 8 straight over their OCC rivals as they get win number 11 on the season. But mad love to Ashland for battling back and making it a game here in the 4th quarter. Keep it with us. the Sutton Bank postgame. We'll return. We'll have some final stats, analysis, and an interview with our player of the game, Miss Kaya Wentz of the Lady Tigers. All that on the other side. Keep it here.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. Whitaker Myers Group has been a local trusted advisor since 1869, serving families in Ashland, Richland, and Wayne counties. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. With offices in Ashland, Mansfield, Worcester, Columbus, and South Carolina, we have advisors that are ready to help you begin your journey to financial success. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
It's nice having that one-on-one connection with each one of your instructors because the class sizes are so small. You can have conversations and understand things better. They know you by name and not just by a seat in the classroom. North Central is giving me the opportunity to be able to have the same education as it would be going to that 4-year, but I can do it at home and I can stay home and still be a mom and work full-time.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
back now with the Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers Player of the Game. Our MVP, Kyle Wentz, just 1 point off your career high, 21. And it felt like you were trying to make up for some lost time. The Tigers haven't had you for a few games. I imagine it felt pretty nice to be out there dropping those bombs all over the court.
Yeah, I did.
So bringing your offensive game to the team today, what type of flow did you feel like you got yourself into today? Particularly early, you were scoring all the points for the team.
Yeah, I feel like if we start off great, we'll continue to do great. I know we haven't been doing that at the beginning of the season, but we've talked about it and not going to let teams come back, so we just have to start off great in the beginning.
Well, Ashland did come back today. Obviously, things really tightened up down the stretch. They made it a 2-point game. In your eyes, what happened in the fourth quarter that allowed them back into it?
We got too comfortable. We got too cocky, and we're like, okay, we can just play with the ball a little bit since we're up, and they, came back a little bit.
What was the atmosphere in the locker room just now, and what did Coach Hutchins tell you guys after the game?
That the word on the street is that Mansfield Senior lets teams come back when we can't finish teams.
That is a little bit of the word on the street, but you do finish it off. You get the win today. That's the 8th straight win for Mansfield Senior, actually over Ashland. And in the OCC chase, you guys are right up there near the top. West Holmes, of course, is going to be the champion. But give me your thoughts and your perspective on how the season has gone so far collectively in the OCC and what that journey's been like for you girls.
It's been fun. At first, we weren't doing so great, but then we picked it back up, and we're finishing off good.
This was your last chance to get a win before the tournament draw. Any thoughts on where you feel like the Tigers belong in terms of the seeding, and have you guys discussed that at all?
We haven't discussed it, but I feel like what coaches see, since we let people come back, we're not going to be that great in the seed, but I feel like the way we play, we should be.
So how dangerous do you feel like this Tigers team can be when the postseason comes around here in just 2 weeks?
Very.
All right, Kyle Wentz, our MVP, 21 points today. Any shout-outs that you would like to deliver to any of your fans watching?
No.
Okay. How about a shout-out grandma, mom, somebody?
Coach Barr and Big Man, I guess.
Coach Barr and Big Man. All right, hey, appreciate the time, Kaya. Our MVP brought to you by Whitaker Myers.
Just anybody. Santa, the Grinch.
Let's now dive into the final stats of the game presented by Sutton Bank. Field goals completely even, but those three-pointers, basically the biggest difference in the game, Travis.
I think Kaya Wentz was the biggest difference in the game because she had 5 of those 8 threes, a point away from her career high, but, great to see her back out on the court and immediately shows how good this Lady Tiger squad can be when they're at 100%. They've forced also 24 turnovers. That's the Mansfield Senior Lady Tiger defense for you right there. Although they turned the ball over 7 times in that second half, that helped the Ashland Lady Arrows get back into this. 17 field goals. They really took over inside the paint in that second half. Out-rebounded the Lady Tigers 29-21. Free throws were about even as well, 6 of 11, 7 of 12, but it was beyond the arc. That made the difference this afternoon.
No question about it. The turnover's a problem for Ashland, as they have been all season. Definitely cost them, but showed a lot of guts down the stretch. They could have packed it in after they were down like 14 points there early in the fourth quarter. However, Renee Stimpert's club, they just kept chipping away. They got really close. And when it mattered most, Monetta Hillary stepped up, made the 2 biggest free throws of the game, kind of shut the door there. But, man, did it get tight around here. And like Kaya said, it's not just the word on the street. That's just the actual facts, is that the Tigers let people back into games in the fourth quarter. Fortunately for them, they've been able to, since the first 2 weeks of the season, get wins more often than not at the end. But like you just saw a few nights ago at Madison, it's been a problem.
Yeah, and that's something they're just going to have to, fix before 2 weeks from now in tournament time. But for Ashland, Coach Stimpert got to be proud by the way Ashland fought back after that 9-0 first quarter. Something they can, they can hold their head up on and move towards the end of the season. You went up against a top 4, top 5 district seed in Division II and gave them all they could handle on their home court.
Tigers win here at home 49-45. Coming up later tonight, you can watch some boys high school hoops live and free. East Knox at Mansfield Christian. That tips off at 6:30 p.m. Garrett Parlett, Storm Blunchley going to be on the call for that one.
Looking forward to see what Amar Davis can do against the Bulldogs. Amar Davis, one of the top 5 scorers in the area. And then East Knox coming off that tough loss to Centerburg last night that you saw live and free on the OH report.
That's going to wrap up our coverage here from Pete Henry Gymnasium. Want to thank our wonderful crew for making it happen, and Jory Hollenbeck on camera, Travis Berardi up here tracking some stats for you guys. All of our excellent sponsors, none of which are actually mentioned on here, but I do want to thank Park National Bank, Whitaker Myers, Sutton Bank, all those fantastic places out there. Adena Corporation. Couldn't do it without you guys supporting our coverage, making sure that it's live and free. Whole mismatch here on our credits. My apologies to all of them. Tigers get the win 49-45, and again, we've got more live and free action coming up later tonight. But from Senior High, for now, we are out of here.